How's it going, everyone? I thought I'd make this video about two incidents I had, or I should say, two potential incidents that happened on my commute to work a few days ago, um, and how I made them non-incidents. And I think when when you're riding a motorcycle and you can make potential incidents into non-incidents and not lose your cool uh, and become a hazard on the road yourself. I think that's awesome. Now, it's probably going to sound like I'm commentating while I'm riding. Uh, I'm not quite there with my skills yet, so I'm more focused on riding while I'm riding. And the commentary that you hear is a voiceover uh, reviewing the footage. All right, so without further ado, let's get to it. All right, so I have music playing during my commute, so I had to mute it, and so there's no sound. So you'll just be listening to my voice here. So I'm coming up to a stoplight here. There are no vehicles coming up directly behind me in my lane, which kind of concerns me because I try to stay alert to that because that means that eventually a car will want to come up behind me, and I want to make sure that they see me. So there's this distracted driver to the left of me. This white car in front of me thinks I want to get up to the front, but I just want to hang back here. So eventually I'm going to tell them that hold tight, I'm not going anywhere. As I move up, I don't know if maybe the car behind and to the left of me thinks I'm going to lane filter, but they move up into my lane. I didn't see them make that lane change, and I thought maybe they were at an angle because they didn't see me and maybe swerved at the last second. So that kind of concerned me about my alertness. But yeah, so that was a deal. But I definitely should still be alert to that. All right. So even though other cars have passed through this intersection, I'd still do a head check to make sure that there's no cross traffic. But yeah, that car behind me, they kind of drive a little aggressively, and I believe that if you're all over the road and you drive aggressively, it's going to eventually catch up to you, and that's why I drive and ride the way I do, or it's kind of with the flow of traffic. So upcoming is this van and truck with a trailer. Didn't want to get caught between them, so I just kind of speed through it and then eventually get back with the flow of traffic. I'm going to let this play. That car behind me is going to play the role of the first potential incident that I mitigate to become a non-issue. But yeah, so I'll point out some things. So up ahead to the right, there's a utility truck. They have tools and stuff that are in the back, and you're just kind of hoping that they secured everything well. So I just kind of be cautious about that. So I lane filter to the right here because there are two big trucks there. I just don't want to lane filter through that. So I go to this side, and you're going to see when I get to the front. I try to be courteous because everyone has somewhere to go. So I raise my hand, just kind of a thank you, and thank you for being understanding that that I cut to the front here because everyone has somewhere to be as well. It's not just me. It's not just about my ride. It's about everyone's commute. So I do a head check to make sure there's no cross traffic. Kind of get ahead of everyone. So I speed up to the speed limit or to the flow of traffic, just so I can get far ahead of everyone at that light, give myself a good space cushion. And so the lane position I choose is lane position 3 here because I don't want to get caught up in the center island there if I need an escape route for whatever reason. So we'll get up to the point where I mitigate that issue. But I think there's traffic to the right of me. Just gotta be cautious of that. Another thing is that so I try to be mindful of being in vehicles' blind spots. So if I enter a blind spot, I try to make sure I kind of speed past through it, and I'm ready to do what I need to do. So here, get into the blind spot, and I try to get through there, but not too fast. Okay, so we're coming up to another stop, but the light is green, so I'm not going to lane filter because when you got to commute every day, you don't want to have to keep on lane filtering or lane splitting with other vehicles that are in motion, because they don't want to drive around motorcyclists, because it limits what they have to do. They got to be cautious of what's going on around them. Then they have to be especially cautious of the motorcyclists. So I think we're coming up to the point where I'm going to get cut off here. There it is. So it doesn't even signal, and he cuts in front of me closer than the camera actually makes it look. But I made it a non-issue. It's like, yeah, go ahead, take it. You've got somewhere to be, or that's how you want to drive. I'd rather let people like that be in front of me. Again, I want to be cautious of being in people's blind spots. So like the vehicle to the right of me there, I just want to make sure that I can see their face, so when they check their mirrors, I'm good. So I start to get into a blind spot, so I want to get myself into a better position. All right, so I'm going to skip ahead to the second potential incident that I mitigated to be a non-issue. All right, so here we are further in my commute. Aware of this vehicle here. This quick stretch of road, there's not much of an option for them to make any turns, so they can end up in any position or any lane around me. So check my mirror. I don't see anyone behind them. Here they are still in their lane. They're going to pass me up here. I am going to see a car behind me, but I need to make a lane change to the left. Check my mirror, don't see anyone there still, and I start to make my left turn. I didn't see that they made a left turn, or they made a lane change to the left. I didn't see it until I made my head check, which is why it's very important to do a head check. So yeah, so instead of fighting it, I just go ahead and let them take it. They have somewhere to be, I have somewhere to be, and I made it a non-issue. Everyone has a commute, and something I learned from Dan the fireman, big shout out to him, is that you're riding a motorcycle, and your day's already good, your day's already better, so no need to fight everyone on the road. We're all using the road and need to get where we need to go. All right, so with that, I think we'll end the video there.